The Lord led me to Genesis 26 this morning. Genesis 26 is the story of Isaac. The first verse says, "Now there was a famine in the land. So Isaac went to Gerar." Verse 2, "And the Lord appeared to him and said, 'Do not go down to Egypt,'" which we know is a type of the world and the world system. "Do not go down to Egypt. Stay in the land of which I shall tell you. Sojourn in this land, or dwell in this land, and I will be with you and bless you." And then verses 12 and 13. "Now Isaac sowed in that land and reaped the same year 100-fold. And the Lord blessed him, and the man became rich and continued to grow richer until he became very wealthy." Now, the Lord quickened and had me focus to the name, the meaning of Gerar, which was the place, the town, the village, the city where the Lord had him dwell for that year. And so I really studied and had to dig pretty deep to find the meaning. On the surface, in Greek, it means sojourner, which is exactly what Isaac did. But it also means dragging. So we'll get back to that in just a minute. But there are overlapping meanings to this word. That one of the meanings is fear. One of the meanings is contention or quarreling or warfare. And going back to the word dragging, it indicates a repetitive motion, a back and forth, or a churning, a going around. So looking again at the whole story in Genesis 26, and I encourage you to read it and meditate on it, we see the backdrop. Isaac was in fear. He was in fear that the king would covet his wife Rebekah and have her for himself. And so he lied and he said that she was his sister. And the king found out, saw him caressing her, and called him in and really admonished him and said, "Why did you lie to me? You know, we could have sinned against God by taking her from you." And so Isaac was fearful. And then there was the type of warfare. And if you go on in Isaiah 26, you see that the herdsmen in Gerar, the natives, were fighting against or quarreling with Isaac's people, his herdsmen, his servants. So it was a place of contention. So we see that Gerar, or Gerar, however you pronounce that, Isaac was sent there by God during a time of famine. He was to remain there. God said, "I will be with you. My hand will be upon you." But it was a place of warfare. It was a place where he experienced fear. It was a place where he was sowing. But it says he reaped in that same year. So I was really asking the Lord, what are you speaking to us from this? And he quickened such a precious psalm. Now I believe this is the word of the Lord for you and for me. Psalm 126, verses 5 and 6. "Those who sow in tears shall reap with joyful shouting. He who goes to and fro, weeping, carrying or dragging his bag of seed, shall indeed come again with a shout of joy, bringing his sheaves with him, bringing armloads of blessing." So those of us, those of you who have remained in the place that the Lord has had you dwell, yes, you've experienced warfare. Yes, it's been a fearful at times place. There have been times of contention, but you've You've been faithful to sow, to sow and reap, to continue sowing, even in tears, even through weeping and tears. So the Lord is saying, you will come with joy. And it was a quick fulfillment. It was a quick reaping in the same year. And we've seen from other words from the Lord through this channel and other prophetic voices that have spoken clearly that this is a time of harvest. It's a time that it's a fullness of time when the Lord is coming to reward those who have sown in tears, perhaps. It is a time that in a moment, he will bring your reward. He'll bring your breakthrough. In a moment, you'll experience the joy, and you'll be carrying your sheaves with you. So take heart. Take heart. We're in a moment of time that things will change quickly, and you will be blessed and have armloads of blessings. In Jesus' name, so be it.